Hello guys, greetings to all. Myself Imran Alams and I welcome you to all to my channel SAP Master. So guys, here we will learn SAP like never learned before. So in these sessions we are going to cover the basic of SAP. So now let's see what are the areas which we are going to cover in this session. So we will see the list of ERP, then SAP modules, then the submodules of FICO, SAP landscape, then transport requests, then types of data. Okay, so these are the topics which we are going to cover in these sessions. So now let's see one by one. Let me open one Excel. First we will see the list of ERP. ERP stand for Enterprise Resource Planning. Okay, so we will see the what are the ERP software which are available in the market. So first one is the SAP, that is System Application Product and Data Processing. Oracle Financials, PeopleSoft, Ramco Marshall, JD Edwards, BAM, Epicor, Cyber, etc. Okay, so these are the some ERP software which are available in the market, and SAP is the leading one. So what is the reason? The reason is that before developing of SAP, the engineers observed the nature of all industries across the world and developed SAP in order to meet all the enterprise requirement. Okay, that is one of the reasons. That's why SAP is leading one, and it's cover more than 90% of the ERP market spread over by SAP. Okay guys, so now let's see. And one more things I would like to discuss over here. Later on we are going to do practical. Okay, so in which servers we are going to perform, we are going to use ECC 6.0 and EHP 8. Okay, ECC stand for Enterprise Central Component, and EHP stand for Enhancement Package. Enhancement package. Okay, so guys, please remember these two things, because they're like their full form. Because if you want to see different among the crowd, so this is the only small things you have to remember these things, then only you will see different among the crowds, because you will find no one is going to tell these small things. So this is small things makes you different from others. Okay, so now let's see the next one. We will see the next one is SAP modules. SAP modules. Okay, now we will see the what are the SAP modules. We have FI, CO. Okay, SD, MM, PP, PS, PM, CRM, ABAP, basis. We have QM. We have HR. These are the sums. We have more than 70 plus SAP modules. Okay, SAP is having 70 plus modules. So these are the some SAP modules. So now let's see what is FI. FI stand for Financial Accounting. COs stand for Controlling sales and distributions, material management, PP production planning, system, plant maintenance, mm, customer relationship management, AB is related to PROGRAMMING, programming, basis same basis, quality management, human resource. Okay, so as I already told you that SAP have more than 70 plus modules. Okay, so we are only going to now, next one is we are going to see the sub modules of SAP. So we are going to only cover the sub modules of FI and CO. Okay, because there are several sub modules, are there, every modules having several sub modules. So we are going to expertise only in these tools. So we have to going to see only the sub modules of FICO. Okay, so what are the sub modules of FICO? First one is general ledger accounting, general ledger accounting, AP, AR, account payable, account receivable हो गया, then bank accounting, cash management, fund management. Okay, asset accounting, etc. These all above are the sub modules of FI. Now let's see some sub modules of CO, that is profitability analysis, profit center accounting, internal order, product cost accounting, cost center accounting, cost element accounting. Okay, so these are the some modules of CO. Okay guys, so please members, we don't have to remember all the sub modules or all the modules, but you must have to remember at least 8 to 10 sub modules or 5 to 10 sub modules, as much you can remember. Okay, so these are the sub modules of FI and these are the sub modules of CO. Okay, so now next we have to see, we are going to discuss the SAP landscape. Okay, so what it is, Okay, now we have to see SAP landscape. So what it is? The system landscape represent the SAP system development and implementation. Landscape what represent? The SAP system development at the time of implementation. SAP landscape consists three below systems. The first one is the development system, then quality system, so these are the landscape of SAP. Okay, these three systems are the landscapes of SAP. We call as a landscape of SAP. Guys, don't be confused. Sometimes in interviewer may be asked, tell me the landscape of SAP, or tell me the landscape, what is a landscape. So you have to discuss these three. You have to tell them these three: development system, quality system, and production system, and describe these three. Okay, so what is development system? Basically, development system uses for configurations. It is the systems which is used by our consultants where they do the configuration. Okay, and all the configurations will be stored in the respective server tables and saved under transport request. Okay, just later on I will tell you about the what is transport request. We also call it as a TR. Okay, transport request. So development server, what it is? In development server, our consultants configure the systems according to the business requirement, and later on it will be transport these configurations or data, configurational data, to the quality system through the help of TR, that is transport request. Okay, I will tell you about what is TR. And in quality system, now the next one is quality system. Quality system is used for quality testings and training activities. Basically, you can remember this by these two terms: testings and training. Okay, in quality systems, our consultants uh, test the systems, and even UAT, that is user acceptance test, before moving this configuration to the production systems. Our users also test these systems. Okay, in quality system itself. So quality system is used for testing purpose. Okay, the change the changes will be more through move through transport request. Okay, so now then quality to, then we will move this all configurations. If we find all is well, then we will move this all configuration to our production system. So production system is used by our client, or we can say that the end user, for posting day-to-day business transactions. Okay guys, production system is used by our client for posting day-to-day business transactions. Development system is used by our consultant for configurations. Quality system is for testing and training. Okay, production system used by our end user, or we can say that our client. Okay, so now let's see. Okay guys, so we will now see the TR, that is transport request. Okay, so what it is, guys? It is a media used to transfer the changes from one server to another. Okay, like from development server to quality and production server. So while saving the changes in development server, what the system will do, the system will save the data in the respective table and stores the information with TR number. So while we are moving to that TR from one server to another, so whatever the data it contains in development server will get copied to respective designation server. Okay, so this is all about transport request. And here there are two types of transport requests are there. The first one is workbench request, and the second one is customizing request. Okay, so what is the difference between this? Workbench request, whatever the changes or the whatever the customizing done by our technical consultants, like from the ABAP teams or the basis, it's all come under the heads of workbench request. And whatever the changes or configurations done by our functional consultant, it's all comes under the heads of customizing request. Okay, so like which kind of changes? The changes related to, in let us see in workbench request, what which kind of changes it comes under the workbench request. The changes related to like screen layout and all. Okay, the changes major like menu, new report, program development, form development, these kind of changes, whatever these kind of changes is comes under the workbench request. And the configurations part, all the configurations part done by our functional consultants is come under the customizing request. Okay, so this is all about the customizing and workbench request. So guys, here there are three types of request status, that is modified, release and display. Okay, first one is modified, modifiable कह सकते हैं, और modifiable, release and display. Okay, if the TR status was modifiable, so we can add more customization changes to the same TR number till the TR status was changed into release. Got it? If the TR status was modifiable, we can add anything in that, we can change or we can customize anything to that same TR number till the time TR get released. Okay, and what is release? It is done by our basis consultant. This basis consultant, what they do, they move this TR from one server to another server only if the status of TR is release, and one cannot add any customization changes to the release TR. And display means release display. Okay, so now we will see, I think it will. So guys, now moving to the next topic, that is types of data. Okay, so there are three types of data. The first one is customizing, or we can say also configurational. Configurational data, customizing, or we also called as a configurational data. Second one is master data, transaction data. Okay, so what is the difference between these three? Customizing data or configuration data is that whatever the configurations done in development server from our consultants or by our consultants is all these things comes under the configurational data. Okay, for examples like setting of interest calculations, enterprise structure, like depreciation and account payable, account receivable configurations, asset management accounting configurations. These are all the examples of configuration. Okay, so whatever the configuration done in development system is comes under configurational data. Or what is master data? All the transaction data get posted into SAP with reference to master data. Master data like GL account, okay, GL account, vendor master, customer master, asset master, cost center, production order. All these are examples of master data. Okay, then transactions. Whatever the day-to-day transactions, whatever the day-to-day postings we are doing in production server is come under is called transaction data. For example, like sales postings, asset purchase, depreciation charging, etc, etc. Okay, one more thing guys, there will be no TR generated for transaction data and master data. This data will be maintained by the business user in the respective server. Okay, so hope it will get clear. So we have covered this all now. So guys, now itself, that's it for now, and thanks for watching these videos. Thank you so much for giving such your giving your precious times, and I hope it will be beneficial for you. Okay guys, so guys, thank you.